Hi, hello, fam. Welcome to day 7. Don't mind me if you can see that. It's a zip patch. So day 7. So I wanted to, in between all the technical stuff and all of the scheduling and all of that, I wanted to take a minute to kind of talk about this concept of courage within the realm of content creation. So I'm trying to think of how I want to put this. I can see it so clearly in my brain, but I want to make sure that I'm able to, translate it without rambling too much. You know me. So, so here's the thing. Here's what I've come to understand is that having the courage to post your content, this comes in at varying levels, if you know what I mean. So getting pushed outside that comfort zone, hitting up against that growth edge, right? You have to have the courage to not only be able to flow, and that does take courage to experiment, right? When you first start, you're essentially just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. But you got to have courage to be able to do that. But also on the other side, you have to have courage to be able to shift with the growing needs of your empire, right? So this includes having the courage to purge and to get up after you've been smacked down and try again. Not easy. Not easy. You also have to have the courage of knowing when to walk away. Both in terms of scheduling, like when you really need a break, you're too close to burnout, and it's like, I need a break, and I have to be able to take a break, right? But it also takes courage to know when to walk away from a specific area, from a specific type of content, from a specific message, right? When it's something that's worked for you before. Hard. So where this is gonna kind of pop up for you as you're on this journey of becoming a content creator, there's gonna be moments where, listen, it's the internet. Straight up. Every once in a while. For me, luckily, it hasn't been too often, aside from that red clay mask incident. Hasn't come up for me too often. But there are going to be people that comment on the videos. Okay, let's say you're doing a video for Aquarius, and some dude named Travis from Country Bumpkin, Iowa, Idaho, whatever, pops on, and they're like, nope, that's wrong. You need to go back and study your cards. Or the beloved, you're a witch. Tarot is for the devil. You're going to get people like that every once in a while, okay? And so, or just people giving their honest opinion about things, and they're not trying to hurt your feelings, they're just offering an opinion, but it hurts. And so in those moments, basically the universe is giving you an opportunity to do a little bit of shadow work, right? And you can kind of do that by asking yourself the question, how am I currently processing rejection and abandonment? How and where am I an active, or how and where is this active enough in my vibration to be calling it in, dealing with bullies, right? The other piece of advice that I want to give kind of in this realm of courage, the courage to create, but also the courage to walk away, and the courage to try new things. If you keep your eye on purpose instead of the money, and this is where I went wrong as well. If you keep your eye focused on your purpose and why really you're doing what you're doing, sure, it might be for the time freedom or the financial abundance, right? The ability to work from your house, spend more time with your kids, et cetera, et cetera. But you're going to find, for those of you that really stick with this, there is some higher purpose for this. If you keep your eye on the prize, so to speak, if you keep your eye on what is it that you're trying to bring to the table, what message is it that you're trying to put out there for the masses, right? For the collective. Aside from the money, aside from the clout, more followers, growing the empire, all of that. If you keep your eye on your purpose, that is going to keep you in the general direction, energetically, of passion. And here's the thing about passion. It's hard to kill. And in terms of just straight up career, abundance, et cetera, money follows passion. The financial abundance follows passion. And you can probably find instances of that to prove that in your own life. When you were feeling good at work, even if it was a 9-to-5, when you were feeling good, when you were on fire, when you were in love with your coworkers and in love with the work that you were doing, that's when you got promotions. That's when you got bonuses. That's when you did really well, right? So energy flows where attention goes, and the same goes for abundance. So your abundance is going to be where you feel passionate, where you genuinely love what you're doing. That even if you won the lottery tomorrow and you're set financially for life, you would still want to show up and do that thing because you love it. If you're smart, unlike me, who got really, really, I don't want to say addicted because that wasn't the sensation, but very, very comfortable in being a moneymaker and making a lot of it, keeping it real, and loved it. Loved being financially abundant, loved having a disposable income. And it wasn't for a long time I thought I was being punished for my ego. But looking back now, I think where I kind of got stuck was I stopped looking for new purpose, new passion, and instead just got bogged down in the 3D, in the day-to-day. What content am I creating today? What private readings do I have? What time do I have to go live? What bill do I have to pay? That I forgot to leave time and space in my schedule for discovery, for reading, for sitting and meditating and getting downloads that I could share with the collective, right? And it's easy to do that when you're in the midst of success and you're friggin' busy. It's really easy to do that. But hopefully this plan that I've crafted and created will help most of you to not shoot yourself in the foot and lose the empire that you work so hard to build, okay? So, keep your eye on purpose. That's going to lead you to the passion, and the passion's going to lead you to the money every time.